Hello everyone, my name is Kanak Rai and welcome to this webinar on Safari strategy. Wishing you all a very good evening right now. I hope the entire day went good for you and I hope the rest of the part of this day goes good for you guys as well. And let's have some motivation and positive while we talk about this strategy, how we can use that in our trading, especially fixed time trading at the moment, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to let you guys elaborate and provide a demonstration regarding how this strategy safely can be used in trading. So my main motive over here would be to make sure to take as much trades as possible to provide you a proper and a clear demonstration about how it can be used. And as I can see right now, some of my friends have already joined. So welcoming to you all guys. Sanat has joined. Welcome, Sanat. Hindi Anime Gaming. Welcome. Rakesh Chaudhary. Welcome, Rakesh. How are you guys doing? And before I proceed further, my humble request is please let me know if my voice is clearly audible for you all and my trading screen is clearly visible for you all, because these two things are really important for me to proceed further. RR Ajib has joined. Hi Ajib, how are you doing? Asif Nagori. Hi Asif. Wonderful to see you guys here. So before I proceed further, please confirm for me whether you guys are able to hear me clearly or not, and are you guys able to see my trading screen clearly or not? Rakesh, thank you so much, man. You confirmed everything for me that you are able to hear me clearly. So taking Rakesh's comment into account, I'm presuming everyone else also who has joined this webinar is able to hear me clearly. So with that note, I think we can proceed further. So the people who have joined right now, welcoming you all. Dasarla Sharath, hi. Jitendra is showing thumbs down. I'm really sorry that you're feeling this way, but can you elaborate a bit more on that? Why exactly are you feeling that way? Because that's what I said in the very beginning, that we need to be really motivated to trade further and trade better, guys. Come on. Walid, hi Walid, how are you doing? Wonderful. I think many of my friends have joined right now, so I think it's the right time for all to get all pumped up and start trading. But before that, as you all know, that what I make sure is that in every single webinar of mine, I address the people who have newly joined the platform as well. So if you are one of them, please be attentive for the next 2 to 3 minutes, because I will be trying to demonstrate what this platform interface looks like. So not wasting any further time, this is the left part, this is the center part, this is the right part. If you see over here on this part, whatever trades you will take, you will find the details of those trades over here. So like this trade, so active trades is showing over here, and if the trade is closed, you can see it over there. The green color will represent a profitable trade, red will represent a non-profitable trade for you. Okay. And this is fixed and this is forex. So afterwards, actually, I had a conversation with one of the trader today, and he said, "So what to do when I want to purchase risk-free trade?" So if you are one of those people who wants more risk-free trade, so what you can do is you can go to marketplace and you can click on the trading conditions, this icon. And that way you will find various options in terms of the list over here regarding which exactly you want to purchase. Okay. Afterwards, if you need some signals on a strategy, the market is the option for you guys. You can just scroll down further to find all the options regarding that. And if there is an event going on the platform, which is going on right now for your reference, this is the event. And whatever event will be there in the future, you will find all the details regarding that under this section only, which is events. If you want to have a conversation with the customer support regarding any XYZ concern of yours, you can simply click on this support, ask a question, and that way you can connect with them. If you want to know anything about the platform in terms of how to do trading in the very basic format, all that information is available for you over here, Help Center. Okay, you can simply click on this one and have a and just have maybe a text material or a video material which will help you guys out. So I believe this left hand side part is covered. Whichever asset you would have opened on your trading screen at the moment, you will find that asset name over here and the rate of return over here. And you can see this graph. If you come over here, there are four icons for you. This one is a signal icon. This one is a chart type. This one is a technical analysis. And this one is multiple charts. So if you want to add a signal, you can click over here. If you want to change the chart type, you can go over here. If you want to add any indicator or any strategy, you can come over here. And if you want to monitor multiple assets, you can simply click on this one. Okay. Afterwards, the last part. So if you have multi accounts like I have at the moment, you can get the list of that multi accounts over here, because some of my new traders have issues while how to switch between multi accounts. You can simply click on the account and you will have the list of all the accounts that you have created at that particular moment. And if you want to know about deposit, withdraw, transactions, or transfer between multi accounts, you can simply click on this payment option and you can have the information of that. Afterwards, the trading amount, the trading duration, risk-free trade. So whatever risk-free trade you'll get from here by the market, it will show under this shield icon for you guys. This is a pending order, this is up and this is down. And I hope in this last 2 to 3 minutes, I was able to explain what the OLYMP TRADE interface looks like for you guys. Why I did that? So that now we can come to the main material why we all gathered today evening actually for this webinar, the Safari strategy. So I believe many of my friends have some questions. So let's address these questions before I proceed further with how to use a strategy. Hi Hemant Reddy, good evening to you too. Virender, I'm really sorry I'm not able to comprehend what you have written. Is it possible for you to write that in English for me? Soumya, how to set time frame. So Soumya, if you mean time frame by this one, you can simply click on this one to set the desired time frame as per your requirement. Okay. Balkishan Vyas, withdrawal time पर नहीं मिलता है. I'm really sorry for facing a withdrawal issue, but my recommendation is that you talk to customer support about that, because they're looking into the issue more deeply to resolve it as fast as possible. Because this place, this webinar right now is particularly about trading and trading strategies. Okay. Z Brainy, hi, how are you? Swami is asking how to choose the asset correctly. Swami, please wait till this webinar end, because I will make sure I'll address each and every single one of your questions properly with as much detail as possible. Okay. Kiran is saying, but India deposit is a big issue. I'm really sorry you're facing an issue in terms of deposit. So what I would recommend is that you can contact customer support and ask them how to make a deposit via USDT, or what you can do is you can go to this help section and click on this help center, and you can type USDT over here. USDT. You will get the option of how do I deposit funds to a USDT account, and that can really help you to make a deposit, because as of now USDT has least resistance and you can easily make a deposit via USDT and you can easily withdraw funds from USDT as well. Also, like me, I would be also recommending that you should start trading in USDT more and more and more. So I hope I've addressed the questions properly. So let's proceed further regarding how we can use this Safari strategy. Okay. Now, as I told you guys earlier, you can simply click on this icon of technical analysis. I'll do that thing. You can type over here the Safari strategy, or you can scroll down on the strategy icon to find this Safari strategy, which is here. And you can see right now, this strategy basically is a mix of OLYMP percentage R and MACD. And you can click over here to enable the strategy. And it's done. Now, the main part. How do we find the entry points to start our trade? So, using Safari is basically a two-step process in my understanding. Step one, see the crossing between MACD line and signal line. Okay. So wherever you see that there is a crossing, like this point over here, there's a crossing happening between MACD line. If I click on this one, you will find this is the MACD line, the green one, and the red is the signal line. So wherever a crossing is happening, this is a step one for you. Okay, this is the point where I can take a trade. You shouldn't. The word I've used is can. It means there's a possibility that we can take a trade over here. So this is the step number one. The step number two is where OLYMP percentage are between this one and MACD's histogram, which is this one, moves in same direction, you can open the trade. For example, the crossing is happening over here, and if you guys see at that particular moment, there might not be the same directional movement for MACD's histogram and Williams percentage R. So we can't make a trade. So what is our step two here? So guys, this is like a basic notes kind of thing for you all. So if you have maybe you are on your laptop or something, you can take a screenshot and save it with you. Or if you have maybe notebook or a pen something, then you can write this down, because these 2 points will really help you to remember how we can operate the Safari strategy. So let's try to take some trade, and in the meantime, I'll try to demonstrate you with the help of that. Why it's not loading? Let me refresh this one in that case. Just a moment, guys. I believe there is some issue in terms of the connectivity from my end. Let me check the details and see what is the issue. Guys, please let me know in the comment section. Are you guys able to open it on the browser? Thanks, Michael, for confirming. So I believe there is some technical issue at the moment. Not an issue. We can wait for some time, but we shouldn't waste our time, right? So let's just talk about what other strategies you guys are following. We can talk about this thing. Oh, I'm really sorry. Though. Let me erase this one. Yeah. We can talk about these things when we see the platform is working fine for us. But in the meantime, what we can do is we can talk about martingale principle, because this thing has been making my traders go mad. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the situation. Are you guys tell me in the comment section, are you guys using martingale while trading, and how it is working out for you guys? Because I need to see some reviews from your end to see how it's working overall for other people also. Because whoever I talk to, my traders, whether they're expert or advanced, they're saying that they are having some issues. So I believe that there is some misunderstanding with this strategy or with this approach of trading. I want to know from your end, what do you guys think about that? Please let me know. Well, I've received no comments. So I just wish to know, guys, are you guys sleeping? Am I that boring that I'm making you guys sleep or something? I hope not. So, in case if some people who are not aware of what this martingale principle actually mean, to clarify further about that, what we do is that, for example, let's imagine I make a trade of $10. Okay. and this does not go profitable. What I do in that case is I double this amount to $20. If it goes profitable, I will go back to again making trades of 10 USD. But if it doesn't, I will go back and I'll double the amount again. And this time I'll go for $40. If I get profitability, what will happen? Let's assume I'm getting 90% profit overall. So here, what will be 90% of 40 here? 36 USD, right? So overall, what will happen? I suffered a loss of 10 plus 20, which is 30 USD, and I made a profit of 36 USD. So overall, I'm still in a profit of 6 USD. But some people, some of my friends who forget one thing, that even to reach this stage, you need to have at least 40 plus 20, 60 plus this 70 USDT in your account. At least 70. Okay, and in case if this also does not go profitable, do you have enough amount to add extra 80 over here? That's my concern, which I always make sure I put in front of my traders who I help within trading. And right now, whoever is on this webinar right now, this is my request for you all to please make sure just because you are aware of how to work with margin principle, it does not simply mean that you should simply double the amount and keep trading. No, that is just half information, and I think we all have heard how much dangerous half information can be for all of us, right? So make sure that we don't do that thing. And in this case, 80 plus 40, which is 120, 140, 150. So I need to have at least 150 USD in my account to make these four steps. So that's why the most important part in this marketing principle is to make sure that you start with a small amount. If your account balance is only 150, 200, or even 300, you should not start with 10 USD. You should start with 3, 4, or 5 USD. So make sure that we are following that one. Okay. Soumya is asking me a question: for successful trading, learning of pattern is necessary, sir, or as trading or as strategy knowing is enough, sir. Soumya, we all have heard this quote. I'm not sure if you have or not. Please let me know that too many chefs ruin the dish, right? I think that's what exactly I would recommend you. That it's absolutely fine if you want to follow either one of them, the pattern or the strategy. It's very simple that you apply the patterns, and if that is bringing you a result, that's perfectly fine. Keep doing that. But if you have done, let's say I've done trades on Asia Index for 5 minutes with the help of patterns. But out of the 10, 12 trades, only 3 or 4 trades have been profitable for me. So it simply means that I'm not getting enough results. So that is the point where you have to realize, okay, right now I have to change something. I have to change something in terms of strategies, in terms of trading asset, or in terms of trading duration, because that's the only way I can generate or maintain the profit. Okay. So I hope I was able to address the concern properly. If not, please, the comment section is available for you. Let me know about it. But before I go again to the OLYMP platform, please remember this thing that the most important part of this thing is to make sure that you start with a small amount. So that in case if continuously 4 to 5 trade does not go profitable, your account has enough balance to support these many trades. Okay? It's back. Or is it not? Because the graph is still loading. Let me do one thing. Let me refresh it again. Let's see how it works. And we can finally see the graph. That's good news for us. So now, I hope, first of all, guys, this thing is clear to you guys. If not, the comment section is available for you. Let me know about it. And let's get back to the business. The main thing why this webinar was conducted to talk about the Safari strategy. The step number one, see the crossing between MACD line and signal line. So wherever you find the crossing happening or about to happen, that is a point where you can enter the trade. Otherwise, avoid that one. Like the crossing is happening over here. It's down, down. Let me do one thing. Let me open a downgrade. The crossing is happening over here. It's down, it's up. So this is not a nice way to trade. So what I'll do is I can wait for some time to see if there's a trend going on and then trade, or I can just shift to any other asset. Okay. The crossing happened over here. Just imagine if we were here some time back. The crossing happened, which means the first step is clear. The second thing is that MACD's histogram and William percentage should move in same direction. If we see both of them, the blue bars and the green lines, they both are in upward direction. It means we can open an up trade over here. And if we would have opened up trade, we would have had profitability. So that's what basically Safari strategy will mean. And at the moment, unfortunately, we are not having a profitable trade. Let's see where the issue is happening. Let me see currency assets at the moment if we can find some points to enter the trade. The crossing happened, the downward direction is there. Again, the candle is about to over, so let's wait for a moment to see how the candle formation happens. And based on that, we can open a trade here. Okay, so if you see right now what is happening is going up and down quite frequently. So what I will do is I'll wait because I don't want to put my money at risk over here. So I will not do a trading over here, irrespective of how much I want to trade. So I will just not do any trading. Okay, so our trade went in no profit, no loss situation. In case if this would have been profit, we would have continued with 10. In case if this would have been in loss, we would have gone with 20 USDT. But right now, considering no profit, no loss, so we are back to square one again. Again, guys, no crossing anytime soon happening also, so we can avoid. If you see right now, the crossing happened. It was in downward direction. It was also in downward direction at that moment. But of course, if you see how turbulent it's going on right now, so I shouldn't have made that trade. But of course, I did. That's a mistake I should learn from. That if you see the market is being really turbulent, wait for some time. But that's a basic logic that we have to go for when the crossing is happening. And if you see MACD histogram and William percentage are in the same direction, you can open a trade. Why is this one not loading? Well, guys, looks like God doesn't want us to have so much of trading today and on this webinar. The graph is not loading. Let me do one thing. Let me refresh the web page again. Are you guys facing the same issue? I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't realize you have asked me a question. Would you advise just trading on trend lines on a 1 minute chart FTT and a 5 minute trade duration? See, Michael, first of all, what I believe from my personal opinion is that there's no right or wrong in trading. If something is going right for you, there's no point in changing it. But be aware of how much of profitability you're getting or how much of loss you're suffering from that. If you're using a strategy or in your example, a trend line, and if it's bringing you result, that's well and good. But the thing is that I'm doing this 1 minute and 2 minute duration because my primary purpose here is not to earn profitable trades. My primary purpose is demonstrate you how the trading can be done. But when I'm actually trading, I try to trade for at least 5 minutes or more, and that's exactly what I recommend to my traders as well. And I would be recommending you the very same thing that try to trade for the 5 minutes or more with that one. And of course, you can go even further for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something. But even if I'm recommending a Safari strategy at the moment, if you're seeing, okay, it's not bringing me that much of a result, don't stick to that one. Be flexible in your approach. Be rigid in your destination. I want to have profitability, but I'm flexible in the way I'm going to reach there. Okay? I hope I was able to address it properly. If not, please, you can let me know again and I'll try to elaborate again. Oh, and I had a loss here just now. So what I should do is that Soumya, what I'm feeling is that you should have a conversation with your manager once because what I believe is that we can start on the very basics in terms of what you can do in trading, because the webinars here or the group discussion, these are step 2 or 3. The step one, the primary step is you have a personal assistant who provides you personal training also. Because I believe these questions can be addressed well and can be understood well when you are having a personal discussion with your trainer. Okay. So if you have the advanced or the expert status, contact customer support and they'll forward the request to your manager and they can call you back and arrange a discussion where only you and your manager will be there and you can have this discussion and this question answer will I'm surely be addressed properly. But at the moment to answer your question, how to judge how long the trend will be up, sir? So for that, we are working basically on reversal. Right now, if you see over here, what I'm doing is that I'm using 1 minute and I'm going for a duration of 2 minutes because what we recommend is that if you're going for a time frame of 1 minute or X minutes, your time duration should at least be 2X or 3X or more than that. Let me find some entry points where we can start this trade on. Okay. As I said, I don't think God today wants us to have the webinar smoothly. This chart is loading. I'm really sorry, guys, for this inconvenience. Usually, when I'm taking a webinar, the browser version works smoothly, but today I'm not sure what exactly is the reason behind that. It's okay. Let's try to get over the turbulence that we are having and try to trade more and more. We can have a chance over here, and sometimes, so what I will do is that, oh, okay, I already have put a star over here, and you guys can use these stars during your trade. Okay, there's a possibility for a crossing over here as well. Okay, that star is already over there. Again, guys, these stars can really be helpful because so that you don't miss a signal. So if you feel there is a possibility to get a signal in a minute or two or more, you can use the star to categorize them in your favorites at that particular moment because I don't want you all to miss any signal that can bring you profitability. New candle is about to form. Let's see how this one goes. I'm not getting anything at the moment. In case if some of you got the hang of how to work with the Safari strategy and you guys are able to find any crossing or any signal, please feel free to comment it over here so I can check it myself also. And for people who are not getting it that not getting the clarification that well, it can help them also. Okay. I can assure you one thing, Mr. Siva, that's not the case because sometimes you will have profit, sometimes you will have loss, but it doesn't mean strategy is not working properly. It's all about us, how we are interpreting the strategies. Because at the end, they are just a mathematical calculation and nothing else. My friend Learn for Yourself recommended me Ethereum, and the new candle is about to form. Uh, Thank you so much, first of all, for confirming this one. My recommendation here for you all is this thing. When you see like this is basically a trend. This is what we call a trend. But this thing, this is not a trend. So whenever you see a asset is behaving in this manner, this linear manner, it means you shouldn't trade on that particular instance and wait for some time or choose some other asset to trade on. But thank you so much for confirming. I believe what you have said is absolutely right. Let me go back from the very beginning again. Oh, I hope I get a crossing over here to start a trade. I can put a star on BDIX in the meantime. Also, when you're looking for the candlestick pattern, guys, just wait for at least 15-20 seconds if you're working on a 1 minute candle. Okay. That way you can see, okay, if it's following the trend or not. And as you can see right now, it's not following the trend. So we shouldn't trade just based on the pattern. We should wait for the crossing to happen to open a trade actually. If you see right now, this is the situation, guys. Okay, so in this particular phase, we should trade on BDIX, but this is a trend happening, and there might be a trend upwards also, and this is the position which is most suitable for us to put our money on and trade because there is something which we can get more profitability from. Mrs. Seba asking for a trend. What trend primarily means is a downward or upward movement, right? If you see over here, there's not much clear trend in terms of, okay, if I ask you from here to here, what is the movement? It's upward or downward. You can't confirm anything. But if I ask you from here to here, you know the movement is downward. So you can see a trend happening over here. And it's as simple as that. It's taking more time than expected, but let's see. As you can see, like I'm really trying to be patient over here because that's what it really requires. Some of my friends, what happen is that they grow a bit impatient and they open a trade. We have to understand that in case if I open 20 USDT, it does not go profitable. The next trade I will be opening is 40 USDT, which is not a small amount. So please be very careful with the amount that you're putting in trade. Don't vicariously use the account balance. Okay. The SAR is already there. Let me move somewhere else and see how it goes. No on Bitcoin as well. The crossing has happened. 2 minutes. I've opened a trade. Let's see how this one goes. Crossing has happened again. Since I've opened 20 USDT, I'll go back to 10 again. And I can open a downward trade. Crossing is about to happen. How wonderful is that? In the meantime, let me check the Asian Composite Index. Was it BDIX? Oh, there is no crossing yet. Thank God we didn't wait for this one. Crossing is about to happen. The crossing has just happened. And we can open a downward trade over here. The crossing has not happened yet, guys. So if someone is a bit of a risky trader, they can take a trade, but I like to really manage my risk well. So I will wait for a proper crossing to happen and will take a trade only then. Otherwise, I will not take a trade. Okay. It's not moving only. I believe I have to wait for the next candle to see the movement. The crossing has just happened. The crossing has just happened over here also. I will not take any further trade. Let's wait for these trades to show result. And the great thing is that we had a loss on this one, but we made a profit on this one. So overall, we are at a profit of 7.4 USDT. Let's see how the remaining trade goes, and based on that, we will decide our further strategies. Okay. And we had a profitability on this one as well. That's wonderful. Let's see how the remaining three trade goes. As of now, this one is still in loss, but there's a chance it might cover up. But you never know. We'll see. There's a crossing happening and showing in upward direction. I've made a trade. And we have this one as profitable too. Oh, as of now, all three of my trades are in loss. I will not open any further trade because I'll wait for the result. Because in case if all three of them goes in loss, I'll have to open 320 USDT trade, which is not a small amount. So again, let's be very careful with our account balance. Okay, you shouldn't use it vicariously just because you have it. If you see right now, what is common between Euro USD and JP USD? The crossing might have happened, but if you see MACD histogram and William percentage R, they are showing in opposite directions, right? And this is the reason why I'm not having profitability as of now. If this is the case with Euro USD, like if you see it's downward, it's upward. That's why I'm in loss, and this happened in loss. If I go to this one, the situation is same. It's down, it's about to be down, but still, in the meantime, it was an up direction. So that's why these two trades went in loss for me. So I hope I was able to clarify why the second step is really important, that MACD histogram and William percentage R should move in the same direction for us to have or to maintain the profitability. At the moment, if this one also goes in loss, we will have to open three trades of 20 USDT. Let's see. I have to open two trades now. One is profitable now. If you guys see, some one of my friend asked, "What is a trend?" So this is a trend over here. You see uptrend, you see downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. So this is the point where we can actually make a trade. You know, and I've opened a down trade while the crossing was happening. It was showing downward, and I have made a wrong decision yet again. I'm really sorry, guys, but I believe it will help you guys to understand where you should trade. But I'm presuming it will go right. But let's see. If you see right now I'm in profit. Why I'm in profit? Because the crossing has happened and MACD and William percentage are in same direction. But in case if this turns to loss, what will be the reason? These two, which is William percentage R and MACD, will be moving in opposite direction, and that will lead towards loss. So make sure that you follow these two steps both. Otherwise, there's a possibility that we might have more loss than profit. I have opened a trade for this one. I have to open a trade for this one as well to recover this one. And then we can go back to opening trades of 10 USDT again. The crossing has happened. It's in upward direction. Let me open an up trade. Now I've opened two trades of 10, 20 USDT each to recover these two trades. Now I can go back to 10 again. I hope this thing is really clarified to you guys why I am going back to 10 again. Because I had two losses of 10. To recover this one, I've opened a trade. To recover this one, I've opened a trade. So I don't need to open 20 USD trade anymore. So I can go back to my base amount, which was 10 USDT. Okay. So please make sure, because initially I used to make a mistake of again keeping trading for 20 USDT. And what happens is that in case that does not go profitable, you suffer a major loss. So make sure when you've opened a trade to recover the amount, afterwards you go back to your original or the base amount again. If a crossing happens over here, there is a possibility for us to open a trade. Let me remove star from here. And with this profitability, we have recovered one loss at least. Let's see how this one goes. If it goes, then wonderful for us. Otherwise, I will have to open a trade of 40 USDT. And I don't want that because that's a huge amount. So let's hope for this trade to go profitable as well. Okay. MG Garage is saying, thanks, sir. Very simple method to explain. Thank you so much. You appreciated my efforts. I'm glad. I'm glad it came helpful for you guys. And if you see over here right now, again, there's a possibility for a crossing. What I will do is I'll put a star over here. At the moment, there is no possibility for a crossing. So let me remove the star from this one. Let's see some other assets. Not a chance. Let me remove star from gold as well. And if you see what has happened, that I have recovered this amount as well. So I suffered a loss of overall 20 USDT, and here I earned a profit of 32. So overall, actually, net profit is 12 USDT in this case. So overall, my loss is recovered and I'm still in profit. That's how you do trading, guys, because there's no person who can tell you, okay, how to avoid losses. You will have trading where there will be losses, but make sure to use your amount wisely and never, ever, ever, ever trade with greed or with fear. Because more often than not, what that will bring you is more and more loss, and I don't want that for my traders. No crossing yet again. But guys, the webinar it's about to end in the next 7-8 minutes. So if you have any doubts or you need further explanation about how this strategy can be used, or some other points regarding this strategy is not clear for you guys, please let me know so that I can try to explain that again for you all. Okay. Let me see some currency assets to trade. Hmm. If you guys are clear enough regarding how the strategy can be used and you have seen some asset where crossing is happening, so please feel free to let me know so I can check them as well. Okay. In the history of webinars that I've taken, today will be remembered as the day when I had to load more than trade. Illusion is asking me a really good question actually. Is it possible to lose 8 consecutive trades in the same asset with expert status? First of all, I will have to clarify expert doesn't help you to avoid losses. Expert has certain facilities for you that can help you to get more profitable result. So what I can do here to recommend you is that we should expect the worst case scenario and trade based on that. So if you're using martingale like I have used over here, you should have enough account balance that supports at least 3 to 4 trades. Like I explained over here, the 4 steps. So if in case you're starting with 10 USD like I did, and you have 4 consecutive losses like this one, so you should have at least 150 USD in your account balance to support these 4 steps. But imagine one thing, even if you have 200 USD and you did these 4 trades and you lost all the 4 trades, you will be remaining 50 USD only. So we should do trading for a really small amount, because in that case, even if it does not go profitable, we know we can make enough steps and that way we can recover it. But yes, there is a possibility that it might go to consecutive 8 trades non-profitable, but we should wait till 8 trades, okay? Because if you're doing trading, for example, let's say on AUD and you didn't get a profit, you did trade again on that one. You didn't get a profit. So why are you trading again on that one? You have assets of various categories, right? Currencies, metals, stocks, commodities. Trade on them also, no? Part zero is asking, tell me the best asset few in OLYMP. The asset is like a book. Every book has its own benefit, and every book has a difficult chapter. So it all depends upon the student. So it's all depend upon the traders over here, that every asset will have turbulence, every asset will show a great trend. It's up to you, the traders, who catch the trends and enter the trade at right point of time. Okay? I just did and blew my whole account. Illusion, I'm really sorry to hear that, but that's exactly what I was saying in the very beginning of the webinar as well, when the platform was not working and I was describing this thing, that we shouldn't do this thing. I just told that 40 USD is a big amount when my account balance is this. Because in case you have enough balance also, that doesn't mean you should trade vicariously. So please be careful with every single dollar that you invest in trading. We need to be really careful about that. And that is why we provide this expert status, so you have the understanding of the gravity of the situation, that it's not a game. Because I talk to some of my friends who are in experts and they say, play a game, but I've lost. I'm like, why you're playing a game? This is trading, not a game. Okay? So please don't consider it that way also. Sabir Ali Faruqi, so Thomas will not take any more webinars? Absolutely not. He will take webinars and I'm sure he'll be back soon. And I'll forward your kind comment to him that some of his friends are missing him a lot and want him back as soon as possible. And I'm just filling his shoes at the moment, but I'll make sure he's back soon with all the information, experience that he has and respect to share with you guys. Okay? Any other question, guys, you want to ask me? Because it looks like this is still loading and we have some issues in this one, but we'll work it out. But as I said, my primary concern was not to earn profit, though we have earned profit, but still, that's the second in priority. The first priority is to take enough trades to demonstrate how we can use Safari while trading. And I hope I passed with flying colors to explain that. In case that's not the case, you have the comment section, you can let me know so I can try to elaborate and explain that again for you all. Okay? It's all up to you, Illusion, actually. I'm not saying that you should stop after this one. It's just that if you saw 4 trades are going in loss, it means consecutively 4 decisions of yours are going wrong on loss. So we should think again. We should rethink the entire process. Okay, what is going wrong over here? Like if I see my trading right now, uh, this one. So this went loss. But afterward, it went profit. But imagine if this also went loss, I would have to open it at a 40 USD, and that also goes in loss. So it means I've made wrong decisions in 3 or 4 consecutive trades. So I shouldn't trade anymore at the moment and should take 15-20 minutes time to rethink about things. Okay, what I'm doing wrong. Like on this trade, I told you guys in the very beginning, oh, I did a trade a bit early. I shouldn't have made a trade. I realized that. So when you start learning these things, even if you have a loss, eventually you take a lesson out of it and you have a profitability later. Well, parabolic and zigzag works absolutely fine, Tejas. And if you want to know more about these two in particular, my recommendation is have a conversation with your manager. They can specifically help you about these two things. But of course, these strategies are a better version of that. So my recommendation is if you have the expert or advanced status, you have better strategies to use in trading. So you can use them. Okay. Any other question, guys? So please feel free to ask me. Well, looks like there's no question. So in that case, what we can do? We can give each other a goodbye hug and promise to each other that we'll see each other soon in the next webinar. And there we'll discuss more about these things, okay? With a different strategy, a different topic. And I'll make sure that we take more trades than we did today, okay? So, with that note, guys, take care. Have a great evening. Enjoy this fantastic, what's the day today? It's Wednesday, right? So, enjoy this fantastic Wednesday. See you guys in the next webinar and all the best for your trading.